Having Optimus Prime in Fortnite is one of the coolest things I've ever seen Epic do, but I never would have imagined that he would have this much involvement in the storyline. Optimus is not just some bystander, he's a key player for setting the tone and potentially the big Crisis Live event that we're going to have at the end of this season. And this all started because Optimus left us a message on the radio.
Greetings. My name is Optimus Prime.
Oh my god, they really did it.
If you're hearing this message, the time has come to make your escape. This reality is doomed to collapse, but hope is not yet lost. I cannot sustain this broadcast for much longer. Listen, and more will follow.
There are two parts that really stand out to me in this broadcast. The first is that Optimus is certain that Reality Zero is set to collapse, so much so that he's ready to evacuate the entire Fortnite island. The second part that stands out to me, which almost seems contradictory, is that he believes the hope is not yet lost, which means he's got to have some kind of plan to resolve whatever is going on. But what in the hell is actually happening, and how does Optimus know about it? Now, fair warning, this is going to get really nerdy, because combining my knowledge of Transformers and Fortnite, there's two possibilities where I think this storyline is going. The first, which I feel is the most likely, is the instability of the 0 point. With everything that we've done to the 0 point over the last few years in Fortnite, it's quite possible that it can't hold a stable form, that even though it's in remission, it's sealed itself within the Fortnite island, it's still unstable, and it's just biding its time, holding itself together as long as it can until it implodes again. So in essence, it's Zero Crisis Part 2. But if this is the case, how would Optimus know what's going on? For those who aren't super Mega 11 Transformer nerds like me, Optimus Prime is an amazing leader, he's a brilliant military tactician, but he's not a scientist. That's something that's left to people like Perceptor or Wheeljack. However, in pretty much every Transformer series, every Cybertronian is equipped with onboard systems that allow them to scan the world and environment around them. It's quite possible that Optimus sensed a huge energy spike, that being the 0 point, and realized that it was unstable. Now listen, although that explanation makes sense, there's a better one which I believe would satisfy not only Transformer fans, but the Fortnite fans as well. I believe the 0 point called Optimus specifically. Why? Because he's the only one that's able to handle what's coming. But if the 0 point did have intention to call Optimus Prime, this would be the reason why you see his Autobot logo and his hologram inside the ancient temple. Now, it's something you have to understand. Cybertron is a completely metal planet, so they don't have stone temples. Typically, when you see temples like this in Transformers, it's some ancient human civilization that has come into contact with Cybertronians, who have either worshipped them as gods or who have documented their entire civilization's history with the Transformers. With the Fortnite temple, I believe this to be a similar case. And speaking of the temple, I believe that it alludes to something a bit more ominous about Optimus Prime's presence in Fortnite. He isn't actually on the Fortnite island. When you look at the Season 3 trailer, notice how there's a hologram of Optimus Prime that first appears, and then a smaller version, let's call him Minimus Prime, shows up right after. I believe Minimus is a snapshot of Optimus designed to help us on our journey with what's to come on the Fortnite island. Now that begs the question, where's the real Optimus Prime? He could either be on the duplicate island outside of the loop, or he could have gone back to Cybertron to potentially get reinforcements. And if you saw my previous video, there's a chance that we might be getting more Transformer skins, which would be a good way to rope them into the storyline. Now, if I had to explain Optimus Prime's involvement on the Fortnite island, I think it looks a little something like this. I think he showed up somewhere between Seasons 1 and Season 2 of Chapter 4. He was located underneath the island in that temple area, and he used his Cybertronian technology to leave his imprint in that temple as a message for us to help us on our journey with what's to come. He then left the Fortnite island to either gain reinforcements or to get more information on a better way to help solve our problem. Which leads me to my second theory on what we might be facing, the thing that only Optimus Prime can help us fight, which would be Unicron. For my Transformer fans, I can see you're freaking out right now. Everybody calm down, it's gonna be okay, all right? Hear me out, this is gonna be wild. For those of you less educated on the Transformers lore, let me break Unicron down to you like this. He's a combination of the Devil and Galactus, all wrapped up in one tight package. Every time he shows up in Transformers, it requires the Autobots and Decepticons to put aside their differences to fight him off. It takes everything they have, and it is literally never enough. Unicron is a dark, evil entity that has existed before the dawn of time, kind of like one of the other Fortnite villains that we know about. He has an insatiable appetite to consume entire planets, if not galaxies, and he would love nothing more than to get his hands on the 0 point so he could have an omniversal buffet at his disposal. Typically in Transformers, the only thing that can stop Unicron is the Matrix of Leadership, an artifact that is passed down from Autobot leader to Autobot leader, specifically the only thing that can be wielded by a Prime, which is the reason why Optimus Prime is the only one qualified to help us with this crisis that we're about to face, and the reason why the 0 Point called him specifically. I don't want to get everyone's hopes up, but it does seem like Season 3 could have a really awesome live event where it's the Loopers versus Unicron, or it could just be the 0 Point about to blow up again. Either way, Optimus is integral to furthering this plot along. Optimus being such a key component of the story is refreshing and exciting, but it's not as exciting as the other person that he might have met during his time he spent with the 0 Point and in the temple, Dr. Slone. Is it possible that Dr. Slone is the reason why the Cybertronian technology was integrated into the temple, and also the reason why a hologram or a snapshot of Optimus Prime exists that's helping us on the Fortnite island now? Maybe this is all part of Dr. Slone's plan, and if that's the case, we'll have to learn more about that in the next video. But until then, subscribe to the channel and make sure you check out this video right here if you want to know more about the future involvement of the Transformers in Fortnite. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.